Hey everyone, welcome back to Libations with Lisa. Today I'm actually going to be making my favorite thing to make, Jello shots. So tomorrow I actually have a little fun excursion with friends, so I decided I'm going to make some Jello shots. I have been making Jello shots for almost 10 years. I like playing around with different flavors, different alcohols, different other mix-ins. I don't do the traditional like orange Jello and plain vodka. That's boring. I actually don't use vodka in any of my Jello shots. I love doing different recipes. I've made peach Bellini, I've made Mai Tais, I've done margaritas. I love just experimenting and trying different things. So today I'm going to be making two types of Jello shots. I actually have my ingredients here. Just a plain Blanco Tequila. Don Romeo is what I'm using. I'm using a gigantic 1.75 liter bottle because that's the only Blanco Tequila I have. I'm also just using a simple Margarita mix. This is from Costco. It came in a 2-pack and it's very affordable compared to what else is out there. I haven't tried it yet, so I hope it's good. But then of course, not just the lime margarita mix, I also am going to use lime Jello since they are Jello shots. I think what I'm going to do is after they congeal, tomorrow before I leave, I'm going to put a little bit of margarita salt on the top of each one just to add that little bit. So I am doing just plain lime Jello, margarita mix, and tequila. There are a few people going on our little thing that do not drink alcohol for one reason or another. So what I'm actually doing is I'm making a few strawberry Jello shots as well. It's just plain strawberry. I'm just going to do the strawberry Jello and the margarita mix, but put no tequila in it. So the margarita mix is non-alcoholic. It's just the mix. All you have to do is add tequila to it. So for the non-drinkers, strawberry Jello, margarita mix. For some virgin margaritas. Also probably put the salt just a little bit just to make it fun. So I'm gonna start boiling my water. I'll actually move the camera over so you can see what I'm doing, and I'll show you guys all of my measurements. Alright, so now I'm gonna show you my measurements because I do it a little bit different than the boxes say. So the box says 2 cups hot water, or 2 cups boiling water essentially, and then 2 cups of cold water, since this is a 6-ounce box. Essentially with a 6-ounce box you want 4 cups of water. In my mind that's 4 cups of liquid, not 4 cups of water. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start with 1.5 cups of water. So instead of 2 cups of boiling water, I'm only going to do 1.5 cups. So I'm saving on the amount of water I have so I can up the amount of liquids that I have. So I'm going to let this boil, and then I'll kind of show you what I do. The first thing I do honestly is just boil my water, and then once it comes to a boil I add the packet in. So I have my packet right here. I'll add the packet in, and then I'll turn the heat off and I'll keep stirring it, and then once everything is dissolved, that's when I will kind of pull it off of the stove, and then I'll add all my other stuff in. So we're just going to let this boil. I also have all of my Jello shot cups set up over here. I like to just lay them all out, just a whole bunch, and then I'll show you how I fill them so that I don't make a mess, and then I make sure that every cup is filled evenly. That's the important part as well. If you're having a party, you want them all to be equal. And then I'll come back once this is boiling. Alright, so the water is boiling, so I'm going to be adding all of the Jello in, all 6 ounces, all at once. I love the color that it turns. It's so pretty. And then I'm just going to mix it until everything is dissolved. There is a lot of Jello, not a lot of water. so this may take a while. Also, I apologize for my dog in the background if you can hear her barking and whining. That's what happens when you have a dog. Okay, this is such a pretty green color. Oh my gosh, I love this. I can feel there's just a little bit left. Let's see. Okay, I think we are good. So I'm going to turn the heat off, and I am going to pull this off of the heat. So, like I said before, our goal is to have 4 cups of liquid. I already have 1.5 cups of water. So then what I did is I poured 1.5 cups of my Don Romeo Blanco Tequila. So 1.5 cups. Oh, I probably used too small of a saucepan. Oopsies. So we have 3 cups now. We have 1.5 cups of water, 1.5 cups of tequila. I'm going to put this in a different saucepan because I do not have room. Again, that's what happens when you don't prepare enough in advance. Plus, this will kind of help cool it down a little bit so it's not as hot. Since we do have a cool pan. This smells straight up like tequila now. So, once again, 1.5 cups of water, 1.5 cups of tequila, total of 3 cups of liquid. We need a total of 4 cups per the box instructions. So this is where my margarita mix is going to come in. I already have 3 ounces, which means I'm going to add 1 more ounce, or yeah, 1 more cup, sorry. I already have 3 cups of liquid. I need 4. So we're going to add 1 more cup of liquid with the margarita mix. This will give it more of a natural lime flavor, as well as that agave flavor a little bit, just to make it seem a little bit more of a tequila than or a margarita more than a lime and tequila Jello shot. So mix it a few times, make sure it's all incorporated. It definitely smells like a margarita now. So the way that I fill my cups is I have my little Jello shot cups. They're all in a row. They're actually in several rows. But to make sure that everything is uniform, I have a little tiny dropper, and it can handle the heat. It's actually like a candy dropper, so it's actually made to have hot stuff in it. And then I'll usually just carry it over to my fill line, and I'll actually count how many fills it needs. I think this one's just gonna need 3. This is a 1 ounce Jello shot cup. The 2 ounce needs like 4 to 5. So this took 3. The nice thing about this is you don't get the weird bubbles on top that you can get if you pour it, which is why I like using these. So I just need to do 3 fills for each cup, and then once I do that, I'll put the lids on them, pop them in the fridge, and then tomorrow, right before I leave, I'm going to pop the lids off and put a little bit of margarita salt, pop the lids back on, put them in my cooler, and head out. So that is how I make Jello shots. I'm going to do the same thing with my strawberry Jello, but this only calls for 2 cups of liquid. So I'm just going to do just 1 cup of water and 1 cup of margarita mix, because these are going to be my non-alcoholic. So I don't have to worry about tequila. So just same instructions, but instead of cold water, I'm just replacing with margarita mix. This boosts the flavor. It's not as like weak because there's not as much water. That's the same reason why I don't use a full 2 cups of boiling water, because I like the flavor to be really strong. So that is how I make Jello shots. If you make Jello shots with my kind of measurement stuff, let me know. I love doing this. I love making Jello shots for parties, for my friends. Pretty much anytime anybody has anything going on, I'm like, let me make you Jello shots. So I'm going to fill these up, pop them in my fridge, and then I have lots of lime, so I'm probably going to make a margarita since I have stuff. And I will talk to you guys later. Cheers!